You may have heard this phrase before. People buy emotionally and justify it rationally, and neuroscience supports it. There's research from Harvard Business School. A professor by the name of Gerald Zaltman says 95% of purchase decisions that we make are by the subconscious part of our brain. Oh, no, wait a minute. What's that mean? So, when we form an emotional connection to either a product or a service or a sales professional, we're more likely to buy. So I guess that's common sense. When it comes to salespeople in general, his research showed that when we make an artificial attempt to bond, it tends to backfire. It's not authentic. Humans have evolved, he says, and they pick up on the smallest signal of what might be called untrustworthiness. So we're constantly taking in thousands of pieces of data every day, like tone of voice, body language, and so forth. And then we make split-second judgments about other people, right? Have you ever done that? I know I have. So our subconscious minds have become masters in a way at detecting when someone's not being quite straightforward or maybe even a little less than honest. So even if we can explain how, our emotional judgments are usually spot on. So if you aren't interested in your prospect's needs, truly interested, they'll probably pick up on it. So be careful. So they'll start to put up walls or maybe be less likely to trust or maybe not tell you the truth about their project. So the best way to build an emotional connection with your prospect is just be honest and be real, be authentic, a bit vulnerable if you need to so find out if you can solve their problem. And if they don't need you, don't waste their time or yours. So there's a couple things to think about. Setting an honest relationship with your prospect will help you establish what we call equal business stature, where it's business person to customer, or if it's a commercial customer, business to business. So your primary goal isn't to go in and close a sale, it's to solve the prospect's problem. A different way of thinking about it, right? So when you show you're not just desperate, that's a bad word, pandering to get the prospect to buy, you'll establish more of a partnership. And that's what people are looking for at different levels, of course. The second thing is to drive an efficient outcome. What's that mean, Steve? Well, in a lower trust relationship, well, people have a tendency to be skeptical when we're selling, right? You know that. People tend to hide information or maybe even fib. So they might fib about their ability to pay or how serious they are or the size and scope of the job, whatever. So these little misunderstandings between us and the buyer just prolong everything and can lead to an opportunity loss. Does that make sense? So if you're upfront with your prospects, you'll get to the truth faster, whether it's a yes or a no. So upfront's always good. Give it a try.